Hey guys, so we're back. Okay? Today, as you can see by the title, I'm going to be doing a Twiggy inspired makeup look. Now, I saw a bunch of cute, like, flower power types of looks that she has done, but I want to do, like, the most iconic one, and I've also recreated this look already. Let me show you guys. I think I'm going to be recreating my recreation. Yeah. Just because I was really obsessed with the way it came out. I can find it. Okay. It's like not a good representation because it's a video, but okay, come on now. And I don't have those glasses anymore, unfortunately. I actually have no idea where they went. But those, if you have some, what were they called? Clout goggles? So I'm going to be recreating that. Now, I did this in 2018, so let's see how good this comes out. As you already know, I'm going to start with brows. You guys have seen me do this, so I'm just going to go do this off camera, and then I'll be back with the shadow, because that's the important part. So, okay, now that I've done my brows, now I'm going to start on this eyeshadow. I didn't use any concealer on my eyelids. I'm just going to use powder. And this time I'm actually not using my Artistry palette. I'm using my Morphe 35O palette. So if you have that and you want to recreate this, there you go. As you can tell, I love this palette. I used the crap out of it. I'm gonna use these two, this like white, this bone color, and like this, oh, you can't even tell what color they are because they're so run down. It's like a bone color and like a sandy color. And I'm gonna use that right underneath my brows because in that video I have a very pronounced highlighted brow bone, so I'll just start with that. Oh, I covered my mole. Meh. So yeah, I did my brows like the way I used to do them, like really carve them out and sharp. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word. And I used pomade instead of a brow powder, so that's why they look extra sharp. Alright. Okay, so I know I look crazy right now. I'm gonna start with making that crease line, like mapping it out. Is that what I did? No, I think I started with the shadows, so that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, like I said, when I filmed this was a long time ago. I know for sure I used my Huda Beauty Textured Shadows palette. I know for sure I used this and my Morphe 35O, so I'm just gonna try my best, you know? I know this look took me forever, so if you have a lot of time and you want to do like a cute modernized version of Twiggy's makeup, then sit down, light a candle, have a little snack, have some water, put on some music and watch this video and try and recreate it, you know? Okay, so obviously I'm gonna start with the lightest color first. I'm pretty sure I used henna from this palette and sandalwood. If you have this palette, just get like a light orangey shade and then like a light coral shade, or just use whatever transition shade you like. And I am gonna wipe off some of this oil that's naturally on my eyes, and I'm just gonna start in my crease and go from there. And I take it in pretty far too. Okay, and then before I continue, I'm just gonna blend that out with a clean brush. blend that in with that eyebrow highlight shade. I'm gonna go in with a slightly darker shade. I'm gonna dip into my Morphe 35O palette, and I'm gonna take from the second row on the right, the second shade. Or actually, I'm gonna take the first shade and then I'll take the second shade. And I'm just gonna focus it in my crease and obviously blend it up a little bit. This is one of my favorite shades from this palette. It is so pretty, and I don't even know how to describe this color. But it's actually my favorite eyeshadow that I own. Taking that same blending brush, just gonna feather out all the edges. Now I'm gonna go one color darker, and I want to use like a smaller but fluffy brush, and I'm gonna use that shade, focusing it around my crease. Make sure I'm bringing it out almost past my eye, because I'm gonna do that cut crease. I'm actually gonna take another clean brush and I'm gonna dip into those original shades I was using. Well, really just sandalwood, just to go around the edges to lighten it up a bit. Make a better transition between the white and the rest of the shadows. Let's start to dive into the dark colors. First, I'm gonna go in with Bossy from my Huda Beauty palette. It's just like this brick red color. These darker shades, I'm going to try my best to keep them lower, not blend them as high, so I can get like a pretty gradient effect, you know? And I love this brush. This is an Eddie Funkhauser brush, but it's just like tapered yet fluffy. Can you see that? See? There's like an edge to it, but it's like fluffy. I actually really love this brush. I'm not sure of the name of it. I just know it says Eddie. Oh, it says Domed Blending. Just had to flip it around. This brush is really, really nice. I'm gonna go in with my Morphe 35O, and I'm gonna take this shadow and possibly this one. So the middle row, the third one, and the last one. It looks relatively similar, and I kind of like it that way to create a nice gradient. I'm going to take that brush that I was applying the lighter shades with, or the medium tones with, and I'm going to use that to blend this darker layer that I'm doing. Just the ends. And I'm barely putting any pressure to blend. I'm going to add a little bit more of that brow shade, just because I feel like I lost it a little bit. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with that brush and blend. This look is a lot of back and forth blending, so if that's not what you want to do, maybe try one of the other Halloween looks I did. But if you like blending and taking your time, and you just want to be extra, this is that look, okay? Okay, let's just keep getting darker. So I'm gonna use this brush now, really just because it has that flat edge right there. And I'm trying to keep that sharpness in my crease. And I'm gonna go in with that darker shade, the very bottom one, this one, center row, right at the bottom. And I'm taking the flat edge side, so I'm gonna be going in like exactly like this. So the brush is technically facing up. I don't want to do this. I mean, you could do that, but I just like the sharper edge, you know? And this shade is a lot cooler toned. It's still pretty neutral, but it's very, very cool toned. Again, I'm bringing this outwards. If you have hooded eyes too, it's good to do this while you have your eyebrows lifted and when you have your brows relaxed, because as you can see, a lot of your work is lost when I relax my brows. So it kind of tells me how high up to go, you know? If you don't have hooded eyes, don't worry about that. The brush I was using to lay down those like the deep red colors, I'm gonna take that brush and then I'm gonna blend this darker color. I hope you guys are seeing the pattern here. I'm actually going to use the same brush and I'm going to dip into Cocoa in the Huda Beauty palette, just because it's a little bit more like brick colored, to help transition between that cool tone color and then the warm colors. And don't worry if you go like too far out, you can always just clean it up, you know? Okay, I'm gonna go back with the brush before, and I'm just gonna help blend. I'm gonna do something a little counterproductive. I'm gonna go in with this taupey color. It's called Suede. As you can tell, I love this color. And I'm gonna go in with another tapered brush. This is a Morphe M139. And I'm just gonna soften up. I feel like this just softens up everything. Creates a smoother blend in my mind. And then I'll go back in with this Eddie Funkhauser brush and just kind of help. And then I'm going to go back with that first shade I was using, the lightest of the beiges, and I'm just going to help blend. Go back in with this brush. I'm going to work with my little paintbrush. You guys have seen this in my other makeup videos. I'm going to go in with this shade now on the left of the center aisle, row, whatever. And I'm going to just keep deepening this line that we're creating. And then I'm going to go back in with these other two like reddish shades and try and blur out that color. Using the same brush.
Perfect.
I'm going to use this tiny brush, my other paintbrush. First, before I do black, I'm going to go in with like a dang near black. I used this one already. As you can tell, it's warmer. So I'm going to use this right above it. That one. Basically just draw a line. I think I got these brushes from Walmart, by the way, in case anyone's wondering. This is a fine sable brush. Don't know what that means. Just letting you guys know if you want like a really small fluffy brush. Okay, and then I'm going to use this. This is like a really stiff, just like a tiny tulip brush. But it's like really dense and stiff, so I'm just going to use that to blend that out. And then I'm going to use the, not the tiny paintbrush, but the one that's slightly bigger. See? And I'm just going to blend. Okay, if it's like super messy right now too, like it will look fine. You see how like when I raise my brows it looks like there's a lot going on, and then when I relax my brows, nothing much. Yeah. Then I'm gonna go back with this small pointed brush. Well, not small, it's like medium size. Tiny fluffy brush and dip it in cocoa. I'm going to dip it in cocoa and suede, kind of mix the two, and then blend this out. Yeah, for me suede just really gives like a smoother look, and then cocoa adds like warmth to it, so it's not so cool toned. Smoking a pancake. I'm gonna go in with Bossy, and I'm gonna go right on the edge of everything. So basically I'm going back in with like every shadow I used, just to make sure it's visible, you know. There's a lot of darkness now. And then I'm gonna go back in with my two favorites. I'm just gonna mix them. Go right on the edge. I'm not too worried about how this looks right here, just because I know I'm gonna cut right under it, and then I'll worry about it then. I'm just mainly worried about like right here, this area. Make sure it's nice and blended as much as possible. Okay. Okay, let's cut this damn thing now. I'm probably gonna go between a Morphe M705 and a Morphe M421. These are the sizes. I'm gonna start with this one and then use this one when I want to cover more surface area. I'm just gonna use my e.l.f. concealer, nothing crazy. And I probably will set my eye with this Ruby Kiss palette. I know you're probably like, why don't you just use eyeshadow? But it's because I really like how yellow this shade is on the bottom. And that's it. That's really why I'm using it. So I think this is how I did it. I put some in the center of both my eyes, and then I looked up, and then that shows me where I'm gonna cut it. I think I went too high actually. I definitely went lower than that, but that will be my height. That will be the highest point. This concealer dries super fast, so maybe don't use it if you want to take your time. Something that dries a little slower, like the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, works really well, so I'll probably use this too because I really want to take my time with this. Twiggy's original look, hers, it emphasized her downward facing eyes, so that's what I'm going to try and mimic. So I'm going to go ahead and do the front of my eye first. I definitely went too high up. I'm gonna have to lower that because right now it's looking like a triangle, but that's okay. Like I said, I haven't done this look in a long ass time. So where I started is where I want, in the same area I want to end. So I'm just gonna take my brush parallel to my eye and then just hit that point, you know? And emphasizing the downward slope. I'm not taking it up, I'm taking it downward. I'm gonna go ahead and set that eye because I'm quite happy with that shape. Okay, that is what the eyes are gonna look like for right now. And I'm gonna go back in with those dark shades and try to make the cut crease look better. Not with black, but damn near black. It's best if you have something to rest your elbow on to do this part. And having a really tiny brush. Okay, maybe not this brush because this brush is not stiff enough. Use an angled brush and trace the line all the way into your inner corner. Now we're doing reverse ombre. First we did light to dark, now we're doing from dark to light. That's what I have so far. It looks very messy. Very messy. And I'm going to try my best in neaten up this cut crease right here with some shadow. Just shadow. I'm not going to put any more concealer. But when you put that light color up against that darkness, it really does help bring that darkness like back, you know? Now we're gonna do some liner. I'm gonna do cream liner. I'm gonna keep the liner parallel to this cut crease. I'm gonna do quite a thick line. I'm gonna do the points with liquid. So yeah. So just as this line is there, I'm literally gonna go right under it and try my best and connect this. So I'm actually gonna pull down on my nose to get into this tear duct area. Go in and try my best and connect it as well. I can always clean it up with concealer, but that is the goal. Oh, you see how when I look like this, it looks like my eyes are like sloped downward, and then literally gonna do the same thing on this side. You see? I feel like that just completes the eye, and I think I will make my liner thicker so that it looks more cohesive with my liquid. And then I'm gonna throw some lashes on, and then I'll be right back. Alright, let's do this base, okay? The only thing I'm doing different with Twiggy's contour, like face makeup, is I'm using like a cooler tone contour, like a lighter tone, not so bronzy, because I just feel like that's what they did for her. Because this looks so strange, like where my shadow ends on my nose, I like have to contour my nose. So I'm gonna use that cool tone shade, mix it a little bit with the bronzy shade, and literally connect my nose contour to my shadow. Wow, I really like the way that looks. Wow. My nose is snatched, like actually snatched. I have a feeling they did like a really pink matte blush on. We do have to do the lower eyes. And if you know Twiggy, you know she's most iconic for this like arch and the spiky lower lashes. I think I'm just gonna do 5. Yeah, I like the way that looks. Okay. So I did 3 kind of slanted, and then I did 2 just like straight down. I'm sure they did white liner on her lash line too, so let's do that. I'm just gonna do it in the center. I'm not gonna do it like across the whole eye. And then I'm gonna use white shadow over it. That just like makes my eye pop, you know? Now we can do some mascara. And yeah, it looks like they just did like no lip on her, which I'm a fan of. I'm gonna add a little bit of blush to my lip though. Not the super pink one. I'm gonna use this like peachy color. I'm just gonna use my finger because her lips are a little more pink. And then I will actually use a little bit of brown, like a bronzer, just to make it look more like my actual skin tone. Right over the Cupid's bow. And now I'm just gonna put some chapstick on. Truthfully, let's take my hair down. Let's see what it looks like. My hair is crusty, dusty. So let me know, should I do a white platinum blonde streak in my hair, because it's kind of a move. Now I'm giving like Diana Ross. If Diana Ross and Twiggy had a baby, that's me. Alright, y'all, so this is the look. Wait, 60s? They didn't do that in the 60s, did they? I have no idea. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed Vlogtober. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be the last day I'm posting, because Halloween is for me, okay? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna post Halloween. You'll find out. But yeah, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Like the video, please share the video, subscribe, tell your friends about me, tell them to come watch my makeup videos if they don't know what to be for Halloween, or any other makeup video you want to watch, or any vlog you want to watch if you just want to know what I'm doing. Yeah, I will see you guys when I see you. Oh my god, this is so bittersweet. I love you guys. I'll see you guys when I see you.